to the systems meant to protect children, to the systems meant to support disability, to the systems that hold power over families and futures. This is not an attack. This is a request for accountability. I am speaking as someone who lived inside your files before I had a voice. As someone who grew up carrying conclusions that were never mine. You believed the paperwork. You trusted the narrative. You assumed the work had already been done. But you did not ask whether the story was still true. You did not ask who benefited from crisis continuing. You did not ask what happens when a child survives the harm but inherits the suspicion. Recovery was treated as irrelevant. Change was treated as risk. Growth was ignored because it complicated the file. And so the label stayed active long after the danger had passed. I want you to hear this clearly. What happened to a child is not what that child becomes. Survivors are not extensions of their parents. They are not diagnoses. They are not case histories frozen in time. When systems refuse to reassess, they don't preserve safety, they preserve harm. Safeguarding without reflection becomes control. Monitoring without cause becomes punishment. And silence becomes participation. I am asking you to do one thing differently. Revisit your conclusions. Allow records to be corrected. Allow recovery to count. Allow people to outgrow the worst thing that happened to them. Listen to lived experience not as a threat, but as evidence. Because rule protection doesn't come from paperwork alone. It comes from humility, from curiosity, from the courage to say, we need to look again. This letter exists because too many survivors still proving they are not their parents instead of being supported as who they are. If systems are brave enough to change, children will stop paying the price for stories that should have ended years ago. This is not about blame. It's about doing better.